Welcome to the show. We are Tuesday Night Live. We're coming straight out of Canggu. I've got special guests with me tonight, Kem Otto.
Yeah, hello.
Hi, Kem.
Hey.
Say hello to the fans out there.
What's up?
All right, we're going live across the whole planet. So normally we start off with three simple questions, which is where are you from? How old are you?
Okay.
And how did you get involved in DJing?
DJing. Okay. So I'm Kem.
Yep.
I'm from Turkey.
Right.
And I'm 38. So like I started with DJing in the beginning, like in 2000, mid 2000.
So how old? Wait a minute. How old were you then?
Around
2000.
18, 19.
Right.
Yeah, kind of like we were holding like events, you know, like we were organizing some gigs. Yeah, at that time I was playing in the after party every each event, you know.
Right.
Yeah, and then but only like for 20, 30 people it was start like that.
But wait a minute, how did you actually get first involved with playing music?
Playing music. So I get a setup in my room. So because I was like after 16 years old, I was trying to make music in the funny programs, you know, like it's like I don't remember the name now.
Right.
And then I was playing the keyboard, and then I was playing some guitar amateur, you know, like it was not professional.
Right.
And then
So you wanted to be a musician?
yeah, kind of like I was in love with electronic music that time too, you know.
Sure.
Like kind of and also like punk kind of styles. Then I eventually like organizing the events and bring my favorite DJs to Turkey. And then like
Oh, right. So you quickly got into the music business.
yeah,
Was that the deal?
yeah.
And what kind of music were you into at the beginning?
In the beginning, I was like, you know, progressive house. That time was trance and like end of the trance era actually.
Sure.
And then the progressive house, like Hernan Cateños, Sasha's, you know,
Yeah,
like before Johan Gillen's like kind of big rave kind. But then we were booking like kind of our favorite DJs to Turkey, and at that time, actually, like Turkey was not so
Happening.
suitable for that. And then
Was that because of I don't know, a religious type thing or a
No.
government police thing, or?
not really about religious, but like, you know, the culture was so not so like used to the electronic music, so it was like pop music, and then forget
That's
that.
the place to be. But like somewhere like Lebanon, which isn't that far away, that seemed to have had a pretty big dance music culture since years ago, right?
Yeah, that's right.
And Turkey's just up the road, I guess.
Yeah, you know, actually, we were doing like different kind of things because like Ankara, I was living in Ankara at that time, so I was in the capital city.
Where's Ankara exactly?
Ankara is on the Anatolian side, so Istanbul, like 5 hours with car, you know. Ankara is the capital, so it's a government city.
Right, okay.
So like it's like more Washington DC kind of feeling than New York was like Istanbul. And like we were there, and then we have only two clubs we had that time.
Right.
And
so that's opportunity knocks too, right?
yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
if there's not much going on, it can give you an opportunity to
but
get it happening.
What we did, eventually we just like bring a lot of great names to Ankara. Istanbul was jealous, and then all around the world actually they were just messaging us like, okay, so where are you living? It's like kind of Ibiza, because like every week it was like very good names at that time. But like then so everything has changed after that, you know, like it's like all the things, drugs and things, like everything's mixed up. So now
it got better.
Now we don't have any club, you know. At that time it was better
again?
actually.
Right.
Again. Now it's because more politics actually. Yeah, they just closed the
They blame it all on nightlife. All the problems come from nightlife.
Yeah.
That seems to be the usual
Yeah.
way they work.
Exactly.
So, okay, so how long were you living in Ankara before
So
you...
I born in Ankara and I graduate. I finished the university. I graduated from university, and then I leave Ankara. Yeah, like after university, I went to. So like at the beginning of my DJing, I was telling, after parties, and then finally when Nick Warren. We bring Nick Warren, and then that night, the warm-up DJ was sick. And it's not so easy to find a DJ at that time in Turkey, you know, like not everybody DJ like now.
Yeah.
And then, so I was playing at home to 20 people, to 30 people, okay, but like generally it was like 1,000 people coming to the club.
Yeah.
You know, like we had a big club.
But what was your involvement in the club?
Well, but I'm the organizer. I was the organizer.
But it's your club, or
no,
you're just
I'm just
organising
I'm just
parties?
running the parties. Yeah.
So you're already DJing at home to 20
Yeah,
people?
yeah. Like I start to experiment it. Yeah.
Right. Keep on going.
And then like after that, I can't find a warm-up DJ. So my friends, everybody's just asking me like, why you're not playing? I said, okay, let's do it. It was my first gig to like 1,000 people.
Nice.
Yeah, like
And how did it go? Did you?
it was good. Like it's changed my life actually. That night, all the way, changed everything in my life because like I was not so like thinking about to make music, but because like okay, I was playing, but it was a hobby. I was 19 years old, you know. It was like okay, so it was fun, it was good. Let's do it.
But you loved it.
I love it, man. 1,000 people
Yeah.
is like orgasm.
And that's
the first time.
Exactly. And you're already organising parties, so
Yeah.
you already like that whole scene.
Yeah.
And now you're like, the one getting the hands in the air.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And so what happened next?
And then I continue to play like couple of years. All my events for other events in Istanbul. So like I started to travel for DJing.
And what kind of music were you playing then?
That time it was like more kind of new disco, funky, still some like techie, you know, like mix. But yeah, it's changed all the way. For now, it's it's completely different. Like so, it was another project actually. It was Groovy Ruby project. So my Groovy Ruby project is more funky, new disco style. And yeah,
Is that like more house or something?
Yeah, it's more funky house, new disco. Yeah, like kind of an old disco, vintage disco style, but like it's more mixed with new sounds. It's like new disco kind of.
A bit more pumping.
More pumping, yeah. Like the elements are vintage. Yeah, the sound is more disco sound. Then I start to like I said to myself like let's do some music. So because like okay DJing, but like we need to make some music. And I start to watch the tutorials, you know, like from YouTube, like Ableton. So what can we do? Like how can we compress? How can we EQ? How can we gate or like everything? Like, and it's happened actually. Like I was succeed, and then after that I decide to go to a professional school for that. After graduating from university.
Electronic music course of some sort?
Not course, sound audio engineering school in New York, SAE, maybe you know, yeah. So I went to SAE.
In?
New York.
New York,
yeah. So after SAE, it was fun to play with the frequencies much more inside, you know? And then And
you began to understand it more?
Yeah, more,
okay.
Exactly. So yeah, the big SSL tables and everything.
And what year is this?
It was 2010. 2010, yeah.
All right.
Then like I lived in New York couple 1.5 years, let's say. After I finished the school, actually, like, I don't like that much the cows. You know, like it was a cow city for me. So maybe I choose the wrong city. Maybe I need to go to LA. Maybe if I go to LA, I was staying there.
Yeah,
but,
or Amsterdam.
Or Amsterdam, yeah. But New York, I don't know. Like I didn't feel it.
Well, the New York wasn't particularly at the forefront of electronic music.
Yeah.
I guess.
That time it was dubstep. More, you know, like dubstep time, and I hate it. I don't like it. I'm sorry.
And there were clubs. New York's pretty big on clubs.
Yeah. But it was going, the dubstep, it was like very popular. And you know, New York is that kind of music. Everybody, all my schoolmates were
rappers,
rap producers, rappers. Yeah,
I could see actually. You know,
you
got a bit of bling going on there.
It's still going on.
Yeah. So you didn't get involved in rap then?
Or no, not really. No. Not really. Yeah, I'm listening rap music, but not more than 1 hour. So
it wasn't you.
No, yeah.
So what happened? How'd you get out of there? You know.
And I go back to Istanbul.
Okay.
I make my own studio there, and I start to work with some Turkish pop, like kind of to get some money, earn some money actually. But I can't do that, you know. It's coming from.
It wasn't coming from.
No, yeah. So it's not easy.
That's
if
pop music, I guess.
Yeah, it's Turkish pop music.
Yeah. So, okay. So, but you have to work. You have to make money.
Yeah.
But
I can't.
No.
I can't.
What do you do next?
So then
how's Istanbul by now? By then?
By then, for now, you mean?
No, what I mean from when you arrived back to Istanbul to live and work, has it changed a lot since
Istanbul, it was
you were
still,
last there?
Yeah, in Istanbul, when I go back there, it was still... actually, it was like a good scene, you know, like a good techno scene, because we have some good producers at that time. They're just still producing Murat Uncuoğlu, you know, kind of Sezer Uysal, you know, they are like... good names, like, you know, they're making music from behind till now,
right? And
the Murat Uncuoğlu is still signing some good labels also, you know, Inner Visions.
And what kind of music are they?
It's melodic house techno. Yeah.
And the clubs, how are the clubs down there or up there in Istanbul?
More underground. Yeah.
But Istanbul's a big happening place, isn't it?
Yeah, at that
like
time actually it was much more, but now we don't have any club now.
Oh,
in Istanbul. Can you imagine? No clubs. So before Corona, not because of Corona.
Yeah, sure.
Because before Corona.
So the whole nightlife's been knocked out.
Yeah, that's why I just run away. You know. I don't want to stay
and
there.
that's because of the what's his name, the leader,
Erdogan. Erdogan.
And that's all because of that.
Yeah, but Indonesian people love Erdogan. You know?
Okay.
So much.
We love Erdogan too, you know. Anyway, but we're not too keen on what he did to house music, nor clubbing.
No, yeah.
So there's nothing going on.
Nothing going on. Only the south side. Maybe the tourism, you know, like the Asian, the Mediterranean side. Small parties, small clubs.
Right.
But before, 10 years ago...
Massive.
Really, like, competition with all European cities, you know?
Right.
Before, like that.
Wow.
But now, yeah.
So it's really stuffed everything.
It's sad, yeah.
So about you? So you're down there in Istanbul, and what do you do to cure this situation?
So yeah, like I start to produce more, and I signed with some labels from LA, from Berlin, and then I'm, you know, like to make my name a little bit like spread to the world. Yeah.
And what kind of music you're into by then? This is like 2012, maybe?
2012, yeah. 2012, let's say 2013, I made a hit track. It's like a Tony Braxton vocal. So I get that vocal. That vocal is like Hit the Freeway, the track's name. Normally. Like it's kind of
I think we could pull that up.
Yeah, this track helped me to play all around the world, you know.
Groovy. What was Groovy?
Groovy is like You Agree With Me, like it was my new
That
disco,
was your name?
yeah, the project name, and Room for Space, my childhood friend made. So we made this track together. Yeah.
And this was in Istanbul.
Yeah.
I suppose you've heard this a few times. So what happened? Okay, so this opened up
This helped
doors.
me. Yeah. I play after this track, man. Like it was crazy. I just started playing in Russia, you know, like Amsterdam, Belgrade, all around Europe.
Right.
Yeah, only one track actually. I just did this track in 5 hours, so it's changed
Boom.
changed my life on that way, you know. Like, so I follow that way a bit, you know.
Yeah. So yeah, was this a new sound for you at the time as well?
Yeah.
So
it was like the new disco was just like getting popular that time. So in Turkey, actually, nobody producing new disco. Nobody was producing that new disco at that time.
Well,
So,
it sounds kind of like pop, really. Isn't it?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
just like a pop song, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, so now you're the new star running
Yeah.
around the place.
Yeah. Now it's all the way changed now.
And how was life out there on the road? Had you been out on the road before?
On the road?
On the road, like in touring?
Yeah,
Russia
yeah. I went to Russia tour
Yeah.
with my mate, Room for Space. So like we went to Moscow, St. Petersburg, Kiev. We've been 2 times to Ufa city. It was a different city, like a Russian village. Maybe like only 500 people living in the city, and 300 of them are going to club.
All right.
Yeah, it's so different. Like it was so different for me, you know. Like, and then I went there again.
And,
Like,
and then you're like some sort of superhero when you get there.
yeah, kind of, because like, you know, it's only there. They have one club and like maybe 100 house. It was so weird, but it was so fun. You know, everybody was just like music, so they just.
So you quickly became pretty big in Russia.
Yeah,
Right.
with this track. Yeah, like they're using VK. It's like kind of a Facebook.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
still like searching in VK Groovy. And maybe today 10 people share this song.
Oh,
Still,
right. Sure.
I don't know. It's crazy. Still SoundCloud notifications coming. That track it's 8 years, man.
Right.
Still,
And
coming
they're still
out.
listening to it and
Yeah.
still sharing it around.
Yeah.
There you go. So have you stuck to this kind of style of production?
That time little bit, yeah, because like I was collaborating with some like jazzy funk, you know, and Zimmer and kind of new disco producers, and because my other friends, like all the labels also was in the same genre, so yeah, I go with that genre maybe like 3-4 years, and I never. But after that, I start to, because it's okay, it's fun music, it's good music, it's like very like my mom is listening this now.
Everybody.
She's not,
No.
because now I'm doing more like
Underground.
Yeah.
Now she thinks you've been possessed by the devil.
yeah, exactly. Sometimes when I'm producing, I'm just putting some melodies for her, you know.
You see?
Yes,
It works.
still music going on.
You can still understand this one. Or sing along with it or something.
Yeah.
Which is important too. You have to always think, you have to entertain, right? That's your job, I guess. So you can't get too far.
Yeah,
out
so
there.
yeah, actually, you can, but
Okay.
yeah, you can, but it's up to the project exactly, you know, like so. If you dreaming about that, so you should go like that.
Yeah, sure.
But it's coming from here. Again, I'm saying, you know, like if it's not coming from here, so you're when you're playing the keyboard, your melodies are going that genre, you know. So it was so hard for me to change it in the beginning, because like I was still, when I'm doing techno, I'm just making the bass funky still, you know, or like I always, my ears like want some piano sounds, like, you know, the chords
So that
more musical, you know.
you're still like a musician as well when you're recording this stuff.
Yeah.
Or producing this stuff.
Yeah.
It's on the keyboard.
Yeah.
Initially, and then the bass and
Yeah.
yeah. So it's quite complicated, isn't it? Sort of coming up with new tracks.
Yeah. But
where do you get that
actually
inspiration?
It's coming from an particular sound. Like I don't know. Like I'm just sometimes I'm watching a movie, you know, and I like an old movie, or like an old documentary, a Turkish documentary, a Turkish movie, or like an old vintage cowboy,
Humphrey Bogart.
Yeah, western. And when I heard something, it's coming. Okay, so maybe I can use this vocal, and then I can use this sound, and I can change it, and then I can. It's always starting like that. Actually something should be affect my soul.
That you
so
that you really like it.
Yeah.
Then you can use it, but you have to remember what that is, or do you have to try and find the original and grab it?
Sampling kind of. Yeah. I sampled a lot of things actually. Yeah. Sometimes like more for the groovy style. I was finding the vocals, like an old vocals, you know, like I had another track, you know, the Smiths. So
I know the Smiths very well.
So you know, Stop Me.
Oh, you got me now.
Yeah. So I made a Stop Me remix. You know,
right.
I love that track. So like I just get the vocal and then I made a new disco style. You know? Stop Me, Groove You.
Groove You. All right. And when was this?
It was, I think,
there, right?
6 years ago, maybe 5 years ago.
Okay. So this was like a development in your Stop Me original mix?
Yeah.
Groove You. All right. Sounds
7 years ago.
Right. Let's see what we're going on. I was a big fan of the Smiths when I was younger. Morrissey. I saw Morrissey recently a few years ago in Jakarta.
Oh, wow.
That was pretty good.
Wow, exciting.
Yeah, and he was quite excited about it too. He got very emotional about it because it was the first time he'd ever played in Jakarta, and the crowd was singing along with every song.
Wow.
So this is still that sort of poppy
disco sound.
Yeah.
Stop me if you think that you've heard this one before. Stop me, stop me. Stop me if you think that you've heard this one before. Nothing's changed. I still love you. I still love you. Only slightly less.
And that's taking basically the vocal, and then you're making everything underneath.
Yeah, only the vocal, and then I made the bass, write the chords, some melodies. It's quite simple genre, you know, like actually it's like just make the drums and then make the bass, and then it's kind of, but it's, you know, like I was feeling that time.
But it's got that beat, right? That makes the difference between sort of live music and electronic music, isn't it? Yes, and that's what I guess you picked that up during your SAE.
Yeah, I got the experimentation of the sounding there. So I start to create my own sounds and organic sounds, which you can't use in the new disco style that much. You know, like okay, you can make the organic hi-hats and everything, but still. In the experimental style, you need to be like, if you're using the organic sounds, it's changing, you know, like it's more tech. So it's technique.
But then the organic sounds are basically like instruments.
Yeah.
Like
all like organic.
Keyboard.
Yeah.
Drums.
Especially like the instruments like Turkish clarinet, saz, cumbush. It's
have you used those instruments much in your music?
Yeah. Nowadays, my latest tracks, it's all the way like that.
All right.
Yeah. So I was like mainly I was recording the best instrument, like the artist, you know, like Cumbush artist was coming to the studio and then
playing it up.
Yeah.
But before we get there, so how did you get to Bali initially, and when was that?
it was 8 years ago. They booked me to play in the Genja club. So first time I was in Genja, and then I go back to Turkey, but I fall in love with Bali at that time. So after that, they booked me again to another beach club. I played there.
Right.
And after that, they booked me again on a Kem.
And that's from where were you based then?
That time in Istanbul.
Oh yeah, so you're there. So you're basically traveling all over the world from there. And so what happened here? And why here?
Because they booked me, I came, and then 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. Every time I was coming there, I was staying more, you know, because I love Bali. I don't know, it's peaceful island. And after a lot of city, I've been.
Well, it's peaceful, but it also has a lot going on, kind of too, right?
But in the others, you know, around the world, it's more going on.
Yeah, well, the big cities.
more going on.
But it's not like, you know, sometimes I think about this place and the size of it, like you know, well, when it used to be, you know, okay, now it's Canggu, but down to Kuta, it's not very big, and there's not that many people living there.
I've been in Kuta maybe 3 times in my life.
Sure.
All 8 years.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But at one point, it was the only place in town.
Exactly.
You know, that was that was where all the action was. You know, it slowly grows out from there. But then I think of you know, Australian suburbs or towns of the same size of this, and there's absolutely zero going on.
Yeah.
You know,
compared
to this place.
Yeah.
And there's always that international.
Right.
You know, crowd coming through on holidays or living here.
It's more commercial, let's say, like kind of.
Things are going on.
Yeah, things are going on.
But not for you, because you're up here in Prananan. Yeah. Right. So has that been the whole time you've been based in Prananan?
Canggu.
Yeah.
Prananan.
And
Brava. My first house was in Brava, and so close to here.
Brava, yeah. Okay. That's a pretty central kind
Exactly,
of.
yeah.
But back 8 years ago, it wasn't much going on here either, right?
Yeah.
No, it's like very quiet.
Yeah. Actually, like last 3 years, it's starting to be like.
So what about the clubs around Bali? What do you think about the clubbing around here?
I think they're pretty cool clubs, you know, like the beach clubs are, you know, like unchangeable for Bali. But yeah, like I like the warehouse for the underground. He's my friend, the owners, you know. Yeah. He's Turkish also.
Sure. Son, with his bar around here as well. Yeah. Actually, I was there last Saturday, and my son was playing there.
Oh yeah.
And John, it was packed.
Yeah.
Packed on Saturday.
Yeah. It's like now the daytime party is popular, you know, like or the secret after parties.
Yeah.
Hopefully it will end soon. I don't know, man. It's so hard for them. All the clubs there
to survive.
You know, they need to survive. All the DJs also. A lot of DJ cannot find, you know, like.
Exactly. Yeah. And you're still having to pay this ridiculously expensive
rents and everything.
Kitas.
And the Kitas.
That's so expensive. Especially, you know, if there's no work. What the hell?
Yeah.
It's getting difficult for people to be able to just afford to do that, right?
Exactly.
So you've been producing here as well. So what kind of sound have you been coming up with? I think we touched on that before. More ethnic kind of sound?
More ethnic, yeah. More ethnic, more Afro kind, you know, like Afro smell, and then more instrumental, more organic.
We have got one of your tracks. If it's on here, where is it? We have got one of your tracks that you just released a month ago.
Yeah,
is that right?
Yeah.
So this is with someone called Life.
Yeah, he's my production mate. He's from Germany,
and he's around here too, or is this
he's in Germany
long
now.
Distance thing?
Yeah, but he were here before Corona, so we just make this track with him.
Right, and this is called Samangat. And how's this one been going? How's the reaction?
So we get like this track made it into the top 20 release on Beatport.
All right.
Yeah. So.
And what's that mean?
Yeah. So get into some great DJs playlist.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like who?
Like Elian Fur, Damian Lazarus.
Not that
Animal
anyone's.
Trainer.
I don't suppose anyone's playing anywhere, right?
Yeah, only the DJ sets, you know, like
these.
on the radio shows or like kind of nobody's playing. Some people still playing actually.
It's hard to say. Well, around here they.
Yeah.
Around here they still seem to be like in
Right.
Sevilla or
Yeah.
something. I'm not sure about anywhere else.
In Tulum. Tulum is going on.
All right.
High risk of corona,
Yeah.
but still partying.
No
you know?
problem.
Yeah, no problem.
Well, apparently it does
Yeah,
nothing to
yeah,
you anyway.
yeah,
But
yeah.
So, what kind of style? What do you think about this music? What would you call this?
This is organic house. Yeah. But
That's
if I call this organic house organic Afro house.
No. Well, organic house is a new term, right?
Yeah.
It's like it only came out
Actually,
last
before
week.
it was deep house.
Yeah.
Before everything was deep house, now
Organic.
yeah, it's like the organic house, melodic house and techno. It's like
Yeah, well, there seems to be a lot more sort of like daytime music.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
it's not so
Not
dark
so
and
clubby.
underground.
No. Yeah.
They're doing a lot of that, right?
For now, you know, we need this kind of
Yeah, like these guys, like we play earlier, like Jody Wisternoff.
yeah. He's my friend also.
All right.
I booked him to Ankara before in
Okay.
2000s, a couple of times. I played with him in Russia,
right.
that Ufa, in the Ufa city. He is like
The one with
he's
five-
my, he's
the
my
one
like
with-
of idol, you know. Like I love his
yeah.
music from the way out west, from the
Yeah,
all
way back
Nick
before.
Warren.
Yeah. Jake Hobbs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jacobs.
All right.
Yeah,
But they're all playing. They're all playing similar sound to this, aren't they?
Yeah.
You know, it's like it's all very
yeah.
cool and
Yeah.
Daytime.
More like daytime,
Yeah.
more dreamy.
more beach club. It seems like the whole world's gone into the beach recently, and especially now with the COVID situation.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
All producers go this way, you know, like about making more chill music because they can't play their music in the club. So why, you know?
It makes you wonder what's going to happen to the clubs.
Yeah.
What is going to happen to nightlife when all this comes back? You know,
Yeah.
or maybe it's going to be bigger than ever. Who knows?
Exactly.
You know.
Exactly. Yeah.
You better start making some bangers
Yeah.
for when it comes back.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah. I have. Yeah.
That's the moment to go. Woo.
Yeah. So in the mix I played in Neverland last week, so I recorded
right.
that mix.
Oh, we're getting that. Yeah.
Yeah, and then there are 2 tracks, forthcoming tracks. I think we're gonna sign with Mo Black. You know Mo Black.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, because I love them. You know, I love their music. So we're still in the process of signing. Yeah, it's more dancey, more clubby tracks.
Is there any money in?
Making music.
Yeah.
No.
No.
No money. Sometimes SoundCloud or like sometimes iTunes and Spotify sending me like $1.2. Thank you.
That helps for your coffee, I guess.
Yeah. To make me more, you know,
Enthusiastic.
Yeah.
Crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's.
It's crazy.
But I guess I don't know. It's hard to say. Like 20 years ago, was there money in music? Was there money in electronic music 20 years ago? Do you think?
Actually, no.
No.
It was helping you to, you know, like to show your music all around the world and then get a gig.
Sure.
And then you can get the money like
It's
that.
like a promotional.
Only for promotion.
Yeah.
It's so sad to make a music for promotion, but yeah, it's like that.
Well, I guess it's, if you've got a lot of big hits or something,
Yeah.
people are playing, then you're going to get more money
Yeah, exactly.
playing
Yeah,
someone's
exactly.
club, right? You pull more people,
Yeah,
people are more interested, I guess.
Yeah.
So you have to keep on plugging away at that,
Yeah, right.
which is similar to the way things are now with all the internet and everything. There doesn't seem to be money in anything anymore.
No,
It's all about self-promotion and
Yeah, SoundCloud
being
is
an
changing their style to make something like monstration, you know, like to. But I don't believe that, you know, like it's so hard to get money from them.
Exactly, and something like Spotify as well. It's impossible. Anyway, so there's a lot of people that have picked this Semangat track, you know, which is a very Indonesian name.
Yeah, before this, I have the Niepi.
Okay, that was a song.
It was the name
right.
of the song. And we made that track in the Niepi.
Okay,
like with the headphones, not with the speaker.
All right, yeah. Well, I did a water fast on Nippy, so that was my bit on Nippy. All right, so what's next for Kem Otto in Bali?
In Bali. You mean like for a gig?
Or what's going to be coming up soon? Any plans? Even though it's pretty hard to have plans about anything.
Yeah. It's very hard to do it now because after December, like I quit playing all around. You know, like kind of I was like exhausted. You know, and it's after that. You know, like it's changed, you know, like the you can play at night, you can do something like it's only like it's going down. Now it's a daytime parties going on.
Which no one's going to anyway. Well, unless it's Sevilla.
Like thanks to God, it's better than last month. It's going to be okay, you know, like the beach clubs are starting to be
that's
open.
right. And the other clubs like Shishi and, you know, Warehouse, and they're staying open later now too. So that's actually it's going in the right direction. I hope it's, you know, going to stay going in the right direction. Like it seemed to be going in the right direction before Christmas, right? And before New Year.
Yeah, it's changed.
And then it
all
just
the
went
way,
off a cliff.
Yeah.
So anyway, let's hope for everyone's sake that it all comes back very soon.
Hopefully, yeah.
Very soon.
I have some projects, but now it's just like, you know.
Do you get into any like party organizing here? Generally, before.
Yeah, I made an Old Man's, and I made a 1001 Nights.
Okay.
So we transform Old Man's to another stage, to like Moroccan style, you know, like because normally, you know, Old Man is like completely different than that. And it was so good, so people so like shocked, you know, like, oh wow, this is Old Man. Yeah.
When was it?
It was I think August.
Okay.
Yeah.
Last year.
Yeah.
Oh right.
Yeah. Man, after that, it's done. After that, you know, like it was so quiet. Yeah, in August or September. I don't just remember.
Well, everything last year seemed to be so difficult anyway.
Yeah.
Like even when they opened up Old Man's to the first place, and it was closed down by the cops, and I was there that night.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I don't think I've been back since.
Oh yeah.
But that's anyway. We won't go on about that situation since we are all about positivity.
Positivity, yeah, for sure, yeah.
And so, how many records have you released over the years? Are you a prolific producer
from the beginning?
Yeah, like prolific every year.
Every month, one release.
And how much of a reputation you got out there, you know, for amongst the DJs anyway, spinning your stuff.
Yeah, before in the Groovy style, it was so different, you know, like it was like I was getting, because I changed the environment, you know, like I changed the genre, also I changed all the people who was playing that my style that time, and I changed my music, and I don't know anybody, you know, who is like personally, you know.
Yeah. It's all people you don't interact with.
It's another thing. But now I'm getting all my work back.
Right.
So now, some good Damian Lazarus, Elian Fur, Animal Trainers, some of good names, you know, like they're playing my music. So it means something's coming up. Yeah.
So when that happens, I guess it means that you'll get more jobs and travel around.
That's
the idea?
That's the point, actually. Yeah. I don't like the resident DJing, like every time same place. It's not exclusive, you know, like, and it's not my type. So I don't want to go there and play music for nothing, you know.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
especially in a tourist town like this, where
Yes.
it's just a bunch of tourists.
Yes, exactly.
And then
so
I-
they don't
they
hear
don't
your
care.
music; they're just swimming and you playing music.
They're just looking for a chick or something.
Yeah.
But if they book you in Berlin or something, it's like, whoa, here we
It's
go.
completely different. In Bali also, there are a lot of DJ focus
Thing. Yeah,
events.
for sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's when they come in.
Yeah.
For resident, it's always very difficult to make an impact, right?
Exactly.
No one's going, oh, it's him again.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, like all the way it's same. It's never changing because it's hard to change it every time, man. Come on, every day you're playing in the same place. How you? It's limited, you know.
But apparently some dude that's going to come from the other side of the world is going to be amazing, and everyone gets excited.
Yeah,
It's the hype, right?
that's the
I guess.
That's the hype.
So when was the last time you went touring?
Um,
And where to?
last time in not touring actually. Like last 3 years, I was in Bali.
Oh, okay.
Before Bali, I was in Amsterdam. I played in Amsterdam, and then I went to Belgrade, and then Serbia, and then I come back to Bali. After that, everything is changed. The Corona, you know, like so.
There was nothing to do.
Stuck in Bali.
Yeah.
So,
Well, there's a lot worse places to be stuck.
yeah.
I'm sure.
No, thanks to God, I'm in Bali for this situation. But
Well, you wouldn't want to be somewhere in Europe and
No way, man.
shut up
Yeah,
inside
yeah,
some
yeah,
building.
No,
never
I'm
getting
talking
out.
with my friends. They're all around the walls, you know. I'm talking in the palms.
And it's been going on for so long. You know, in Europe,
Yeah,
unbelievable.
unbelievable.
Anyway, in the background here, we've got a set that you did recently
Yeah,
on the 6th of March, right? At Neverland.
yeah.
I've never been to Neverland.
It's a chill place.
No.
Yeah. It's
It's
like a
a
gypsy
outdoor-
kind of. Yeah.
La Laguna kind of
Yeah,
vibe
kind
or
of,
something.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what I imagine. And what's this one about? This is a daytime set?
It's the sunset set.
Right.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
a
wow.
sunset set. So yeah, I forgot. I have a set. I have a event in Loco. You know Loco by Nature?
Heard of it?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
I don't
it's
get
in
around
it's
much.
in Parananan. It's
Okay.
like a skate
Okay.
kind of, yeah. So I will play there next week. So
What
2
date?
weeks later,
What date is that?
Saturday.
All right.
yeah.
The date?
Next week. I don't remember the date,
Yeah.
but not this Saturday. After this
April.
April 1st. I say. Joke.
That's tomorrow. Or something like that. Anyway, so it's been a pleasure to talk to you, Kem.
Yeah.
And also, you're going to be supplying the show with some radio shows. Is that what? I remember we were talking about that before.
Yeah.
That you wanted to supply the Beat Radio with some radio
yeah,
shows.
like weekly, you know,
Yeah.
like or not weekly actually. I just asked at that time I talked with Kaiser. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're doing them already, or you're doing the shows? You're making these shows.
Before I was doing a show on Proton Radio.
Okay.
FG, you know, when I was in Istanbul.
Right.
But lately, no. That's
Okay.
why, like, I excited when I saw like.
Kaiser doing something?
Yeah, so
Well,
like,
that's what
I said, making some noise is good, you know.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I hate to go on about the father-son thing, but I keep on saying to John, you got to come up with a radio show.
Yeah.
You know, because it's a way, the same way that you're talking about having a hit
Yeah.
and people playing your music, just having something out there. You know,
Yeah,
you
that's
just
true.
got to show people that you're doing
Yeah,
something.
exactly.
And you can't all be pretty girls on Twitch making $1,000 an hour or something. So if not, you do something else, right? All right. Well, thanks for coming in, Kem.
Yeah, thanks you for having me.
Pleased
Yeah.
to see you. Pleased to
Nice
meet
see
you.
Yeah,
Literally,
yeah,
pleased to
yeah,
meet
yeah,
you.
yeah.
All the best, and
Yeah.
thanks for joining the show
See you.
wherever you may be. We're going into this Neverland Canggu set from Kem Otto for the next hour.